can do is sing, oh, eh, oh. Show the world you got that fire. Feel the rhythm getting louder. Show the room what you can do. Prove to them you got the moves. Hey, I don't know about you, but I feel better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. I'm better when I'm dancing.
Hey guys and girls, YouTube land, and those of you on my Facebook group. Today, I went grocery shopping. It's one of my only 2 days off, 1.5 days off. And I want to kind of go over the things that I bought and why I bought them. So the first staple that I always get is my flat out bread. This is similar to the Joseph's Lavish bread that I showed you guys the other day, or that I have showed you guys on YouTube in the past. It's got 90 calories per serving, and it's got 9 grams of protein, and it says 14 grams of fiber. I don't know if that's going to focus or not. But of those 14, 8 of that is, 14 grams of carb, 8 of that is fiber. So you subtract the 8 from the 14, and you get 6 grams of net carbs. So I've got 2 packs of that. I plan on using that for tortillas, because this week I'm making King Ranch chicken. I'm using that, and then I'm going to be making some homemade cheese sauce to go with it. I'm also making, or to go on top of it, I'm making some Italian sausage and pepperoni stuffed bell peppers for me and Scott. Hannah will not touch them, I'm sure, so I'm doing that. So I've got my green bell pepper, my cheese, my rotel, all of that for my King Ranch chicken, plus my flatbread. That's going to take place of the tortillas. I probably will only use 2 pieces of that bread for the whole thing. It's just going to be me and Scott eating it. I'm going to go ahead and prep that stuff tonight and freeze it, and then all we have to do is bake it in the oven. So far that's 2 nights of dinner. It's probably going to make a little bit more than 2 nights. So let me see. Then I have, there's some little staples too, like heavy whipping cream. I needed that to cook with anyway. I got some Cajun seasoning. I usually get Tony Chachere's, but I got Slap Ya Mama for the first time. I just figured I'd try it. It's lower in sodium, not by much. It's like 40 milligrams less. Then, when I was looking at those, I found these McCormick seasonings, which I really wanted to try. I always use at least garlic pepper and salt in my food. I love Himalayan sea salt, so I found this. And then garlic, onion, black pepper, and sea salt. So I'm excited about that. And like I showed you guys earlier, I've got my psyllium husk and my mineral fiber. When I went to Kroger, because Kroger always has pickling stuff and canning stuff there. So I went to Kroger thinking that they would have pickling lime, and they didn't. But I was looking at some recipes online, and I saw that you can use baking powder in place of the pickling lime. So I'm going to try that and see if that works to make my miracle noodles. I always get my cheese snacks. This one's already open because I found my kale chips. About 9 bags of kale chips and about this. So I was like, I haven't had food today. I started to get a little dizzy. I ate 2 of them. That was 10 grams of protein, 0 carbs in that. And then I had the whole bag pretty much of the kale chips, which I'm really feeling full from that. And it's the Rhythm brand kale chips. I love them so much. It's my favorite thing in the world. If I could pick that over chocolate, I would. So I ate the entire bag. So that was 12 grams of carb minus 3 grams of fiber. So roughly 9 grams of carb per serving. So I had 18 grams of carb in that, but it was good carbs. It's not processed carbs. And then with that also, it's 6 grams of protein per serving. So I had 12 grams of protein in that. So a total of 22 grams of protein, which is my main focus as a bariatric patient. So I got that. So we're going to be doing the stuffed peppers, the King Ranch chicken. I bought 3 of these whole roasted chickens to meal prep with for 7 days. It's for me and Scott and Hannah. Another day what we're doing is zucchini noodles with alfredo chicken. Excuse me. Sorry. I normally make my own alfredo sauce, But this is pretty low in carb. It's for a 1/4 cup of sauce, which I won't even be using that much. It's 3 grams of carb and 1 gram of protein, so it's not that bad. Especially with the amount that I'm going to be able to eat, I'm not too concerned about it. So I'm going to mix this up with the chicken, and I'm going to put that in the freezer. And then whatever day we eat it, we can thaw it out, heat it up, and throw it on the noodles. I forgot the noodles at the store, so I get to go back for that. One of the things that I've been really craving lately, my ex-husband used to make these all the time, is the stuffed jalapeno peppers. And I know I've shown you guys this before. Basically, I cut them in half, de-seed them, clean them up, rinse them, and I make a mixture of cream cheese, which this time I'm not going to use cream cheese. On some I'm going to use cream cheese, and on some I'm going to use a thick cottage cheese to see if I can get a different effect and if it changes the flavor. So I'm going to mix crab, chicken, and tuna with that, and then cheddar cheese, and then wrap it in a half piece of bacon. And for the bacon, I use this thick cut right bacon. It's basically I have about 3 to 4 jalapeno poppers in a serving. So roughly I'm having about 1.5 to 2 pieces of bacon with those. So it's not like I'm eating in a large amount. I do cook this in the air fryer so the excess grease drains through the bottom. It's not just saturated in grease. So that's going to be my food for one day. For several days actually, because I bought enough for the entire week. I bought this. I'm not big on buying pre-cut veggies, but a lot of like the pre-cooked chicken and stuff like that. I don't have time today or this week to meal prep and really bake things and cook things. So rather than worrying about, buying everything fresh, I am going to go ahead and use pre-made stuff this week. Another thing I found was this Good Karma flax milk. I've never tried flax milk before. It's another plant-based protein. It's only got 8 grams of protein per serving, but it's got 2 total grams of carb in it. It's not horrible. I just figured I'd give it a shot. I don't see anything crazy in it. I don't see anything with corn or any kind of weird preservatives. I don't see really anything bad in it, so it looks good. There's no sugar added to it. It's unsweetened. So that's pretty much it. I showed you guys my tea earlier. I got some Parmesan cheese. I did buy some Alaskan pollock fish fillets. I'm going to try to make some breaded fish fillets that are keto friendly. And I bought some jumbo shrimp because I've been craving shrimp like crazy. So that's going to be my week for food. I bought some little incidental stuff for the kiddo because I know she doesn't always like what I make because it's got veggies and stuff, and she says she doesn't like meat, but it's more like she doesn't eat the veggies. So I'll get there later.
I like vegetables.
I like vegetables. Anyway, that is my update for now. I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff put away, and then as I make each dish, I will go ahead and do a recipe on that and how I'm going to make that. And we'll go from there. Thanks, guys. Hey guys and girls of YouTube land, it's just me, Jamie, and I am working on the chicken alfredo. This is the easiest one that I'm going to be making today. This is part of the colossal roasted chicken. I used most of that chicken. This is going to feed my whole family. And you have to keep in mind that besides this, we're also going to be putting zucchini noodles in it. So it's going to make it a bigger dish. I'm going to go ahead and just take this and open it if I can. And just pour that whole thing on there. And ignore my cat. She's driving me crazy. My weird child in the background. Okay. So this looks like a lot of Alfredo sauce, but I'm going to be putting this on top of noodles, so it's going to be good. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rest of this and put it into a Ziploc bag and freeze it, and that'll be ready to go for the day we have the zucchini noodles and